Hello everyone, I'm Akif Mateen, Fund Manager of ABFX Fund Management Services. You are cohortedly welcome to watch ABFX Trading Corp's weekly Forex market outlook for 35th week of 2017, which is from 28th of August to 1st September. Each and every week we post our weekly market outlook in our YouTube channel, so stay connected with us through YouTube and share the video so that many other traders can also be benefited through our goodwill. You can stay connected with us through these links. You may find these links in our Facebook page also. So let's move on. Here are the upcoming news that actually we have to pay heed. Well, Monday there is GBP bank holiday. On Tuesday we have USD CB consumer confidence news. We have some important news in Wednesday, which is that USD ADP non-farm employment news, USD crude oil inventories news, and USD prelim GDP news. On Thursday we have Australian dollars private capital expenditure news. Well, this is a very vital news for Australian dollar for this week. We have Canadian GDP. Well, for Canada, this is the most vital news in this week. And we have unemployment claims for US dollar as well on Thursday. We have China's Caixin manufacturing PMI news on Friday, and as well as GBP and USDI's manufacturing PMI news. And most importantly, we have USD employment news, in which we have to pay heed to NFP, most importantly, on Friday for US dollar. So let's have a look to some fundamental facts that we have to consider for the upcoming week. Well, Britain has told that Britain will not pay a penny more than it thinks right to leave European Union. Well, these news and obviously UK's public inflation expectation news is actually made pound a bit stronger, and we will see on our technical portion that how it has actually breaks a major trend line in day one time frame. So let's move on. Oil actually gone up. Gold actually is a bit steady, but Federal Reserves actually had told that it can be patient about lifting interest rates. And by the way, by this comment it's actually been clearly we can understand that if the interest rate rising pace got slow, so obviously in the upcoming days US dollar could be a bit weak than we expected. And ECB Mr. Draghi actually warns of threat to global trade, and obviously it also instated fresh powers to intervene in bank failures. So obviously these news actually made a euro a bit weaker than expected, but we have seen that euro is rising. There are some covert facts that is intercorrelated together. So obviously there are some reason that it actually been manipulated right now, the pair euro. So let's see what happens. And the dollar actually investor got refrained from placing big bets because of the central bankers in Jackson Hole. So market was a bit in sideways movement, and after the meeting it actually US dollar got actually more weak. So right now US dollar is a bit weak sentimentally. And now let's talk about the euro. Well, Mr. Draghi did not express any concern about a strong eurozone currency, and moreover he actually added that the current environment of the easy monetary policy is actually tending to financial regulation dangerously. So obviously euro is a bit weak, or sideways sentiment that actually we're expecting for the upcoming week. Sterling actually rose because there are some issue related to Federal Reserve policy, and not only policy, Federal Reserve Chair Yellen actually had said nothing about monetary policy. She's actually told about refraining from the previous bad situation. She actually focused on financial reforms or something. Yeah. So let's have a look to Australian dollar. With this actually gloomy situation, the Australian dollar actually was a bit strong because of prevalent positive trading sentiment of the commodities. So obviously we have seen that copper actually underpinned. So Australian dollar sentiment is also bullish. The Canadian dollar actually is an oil based currency, and oil price is rising, so Canadian dollar is also was actually strong. But if USD CAD may fall if only US dollar is a bit weak. So obviously until then it will be sideways, but if there is any clear indication that US dollar may fall, USD CAD will actually go bearish. Let's see what happens. The yen actually been dipped because of there was kind of hawkish signal from the Federal Reserve meeting, and right now investors are actually tending to safe haven currencies like Japanese yen and Swiss francs. So obviously if the situation that we have seen in the previous week continues this upcoming week, so obviously there is a possibility that JPY will get stronger as well as Swiss franc. Let's have a look to gold. Well, gold actually was bullish due to US dollar was bearish, by the way, and right now as gold is one of the safe haven pair to trade for the investors. So obviously we are thinking that gold will bull. Same goes for oil. Moreover, US Gulf Coast actually experienced Hurricane Harvey, so obviously it affects the oil prices a bit. So oil is high. So our expectation for the upcoming week for the currency pairs is that euro could be fundamentally weak, and technically it could be bullish sideways. GBP will be fundamentally strong, so as NZD, AUD, and Canadian dollar. US dollar will be fundamentally weak, and JPY will be like bullish sideways most of the time. That's it, yeah. But there's a possibility that it will actually go stronger. So let's see what happens. Let's have a look to the technical chart for dollar index. That's actually we're seeing. Well, this was actually our previous scenario, expected scenario, this blue line, and the price is actually moving like as we expected. So its ultimate target is to touch this 92 level. If not, in this upcoming week there could be possibility that the price is rising up to 93.8 level, and then it will fall harshly after NFP report or something. So let's see what happens for dollar index. Let's have a look to gold. Well, if dollar gets weak, so obviously gold will rise up to 1314 level initially, and later on it will touch 1320 level. If not, if dollar gets a bit stronger, then it may fall. It may touch 1280 level, and then from there is a possibility that it will actually bull. The blue line is as well as our expected scenario, and the red line is our alternate scenario for gold, by the way. So let's have a look to oil. Well, oil is actually moving like as we predicted last week. We have told that it will actually fall up to this level and then will bull. So there is a possibility that oil may get bullish in the upcoming week. If it breaks this trend line, it will fall up to 46.65 and will rise up to 48 level. If not, if it follows our previous week's expectation, so there is a possibility that it will actually touch 49.5 level. So let's see what happens for oil. So that's all for now. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe our channel and comment of anything you want to ask. If you like our videos, then please share it. So hope we will stay connected. Till then, goodbye.